Well then, ironically I'm also tired. So how's it going? Am I audible? I forgot to update the chat window again. Great. Um, yeah, today I think we're just going to continue where we last left off, with the game development. Because the level loading code is still not functional. Not completely functional. Let me... Hopefully. Let me show you what I mean. By the way, I updated settings for Godot, so you can now see when I open stuff like the project settings. That will be helpful. Shh. It's a secret. It's a secret. I don't know how secret we are supposed to keep it. Dan hasn't told me anything about keeping it secret or not, so... Plus, I'm pretty sure Fringe knows anyway, so... It's fine, yeah, to show off what I mean. First of all, this is happening. I don't know why that's happening. But it is happening. But that's not what I mean. So the level loading code is half functional. See, it's working completely fine. We can go through the level, no issue. And it loads the next level. Or the same level, I guess, which is already wrong, but... But now, what if we... go back? Oh no. You okay? You okay? I didn't know there were 3 of you. Well, that was just explosive. Which of these is me? Fringe might be watching you game dev. So yeah, what are you back there holding on to? What is stopping you? So, the music is not helping, by the way. One second. So yeah, this is perfectly fine. This is not broken at all. A clone? Just one clone? Thanks for the clip. So yeah, we should probably fix that. I don't even know where it's broken. Level manager. XP line -1 is out of bounds. We should maybe look at the 5,000 arrows here, now that I think about it. I'm exaggerating, it's only 116. But still. Huh. This is something. I might have made a slight mess of all of this. So currently we load the level and then instantiate it and add it to the tree. And that's it. That's... That raises two questions. Why is... what exactly? Just call deferred? Oh, yeah, I can do that way. But also, you probably want something else. I have another question. Why are you loading this level again? Okay, that makes sense. Which level are you calling? You should be calling that level. And you should be calling the first level, but... no worries at all. I'm doing good. How are you? Also, welcome in, I guess. We're currently trying to figure out why, things are going wrong, let's say it this way. Why this is happening. And this is happening, and... and that is happening. It's fine! It's fine. See? Completely fine. True, true. I should have known. Yeah, I think Godot is having a hard time catching up with all those players here. I mean, some of these players are just hanging in the air. Like, I don't know how to... No, I don't have a battle pass yet. I should have thought about that. I love how I'm just stacking these on top of each other. Yeah, what What is he even hanging on? I have no idea what... I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I will immediately add... add respawn crystals to the as DLC. I promise next time I'll do better. Anyways, I should probably take care of these. So, at least we're not getting errors anymore. Which is actually bad, because that means the error didn't fix it. So this is breaking without an error. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Specifically in the level manager. Print path. I first need to go through the level once. Am I happy that this level isn't any longer? Okay, we have some paths now. You can see it here. Curious. Actually, no, that makes perfect sense. We are loading the level in question just at the beginning of the level, but because we load the beginning of the level, we spawn on your player. Which would be fine, in theory, if we remove the old player. But also we then have to connect it to the previous level, which... well... So there are three parts of the solution. First part of the solution is moving the level that we load to the correct point of where we want it to be. Second point will be to yeah, that's probably the best idea. That, or check if there's a player in general. I don't know what would be more efficient. Because that's part of loading a scene. If a level is loaded, it spawns a player. Which I mentioned when I implemented that it's probably not the best way of handling that long term, but... How many percent? That's actually a good question. It's a difficult question as well, because we're kinda still at the beginning, so I want to say something low, but a lot of the important parts are already implemented, so... 10%? 5? 10? Maybe 15? If we're generous? But that is a good question. It's a bit difficult to judge because this is the first project in a while where I didn't actually set myself any goal for when I'm finished. Like, there's no clear indicator for me when I'm done. But yeah, especially after we are done, I think 10% is not a bad judgment. Like, done with the level loading code, which is going to be a huge part in it. It still might not finish today. This is a complicated process, so making it all work perfectly is going to take a while. So yeah, I would say 10% when we're done with this is a good judgment. How... There are two issues here. Before we take care of anything with the player, because I think the player duplicating, as weird as it sounds, isn't that big of a deal. It's just a matter of us figuring out how we actually handle the player spawning later. But I feel like that is easier to answer once we figure out how we load a level properly. So there are two things to loading a level. Putting it at the right position after the previous levels. And the second thing would be, I guess, how do I say that best? The second point would be resetting the position of all the levels so we don't use too much space. Without the player noticing. So... Yeah. Because at some point we would run the problem that we just have absurdly big numbers in all directions. And that's just not feasible. I feel like we need a scene above everything where... like a management scene above everything where we just put in the levels, like into which we load it. Which is kind of what we're already doing with the loading, like with the level manager. Yeah, exactly, French. Which is again why I would say probably like 10% when we're done with this. Because this is the big part. This is where everything is basically managed from. Once that's done, it's basically just making levels, coming up with fun gimmicks, all that fun stuff. Yeah. yet. 3 dot. How do I get the root? Scene tree. Can I just? I can just root. How convenient. Level manager dot root. So now we are loading the level. I'm going to test very quick if that works, just to make sure that it actually works and doesn't just completely break apart. But once we've done this, we need to actually figure out how do we calculate the distance between the two, or rather the position we want the level to be. This is fine. This is still fine. I mean, it's not, but... It is fine for now. I find it kind of amusing that this is enough of a ledge that I can walk up. Maybe I should do something like half tiles can just be stepped up as well. Physics layers? Yeah, I should do that. Yep. Timing the yums is kind of difficult. Never mind, GG. Yeah, I should probably set up the physics layer so it is actually correct with that. So how many physics layers do we need? Obviously player collision, floor collision, and there are two different things, collision layer and collision mask, which... Collision layer is what collision the object itself has, collision mask is which collision it can detect, right? Yeah. So... I should maybe make player enemy object terrain, but... For stuff like the camera triggers. So layer 1 will be player. Layer 2 will be enemy. Layer 3 will be object. And layer 4 will be... True, but we might still have objects later, so... What? I am confusion. What have I done? Oh! Okay. I'm glad I could help you. So, yeah, this only has collision for terrain. But has a collision mask for players, enemies, objects, right? I mean, I don't know if objects are going to have any collision. I'm just going to keep it for now and change it later if we need to. We can later add more physics layers anyways, if we need to. Objects could include grapple points like in Dread. Yes. Spawn point doesn't have any collision. Camera trigger is on no layer. But it masks players. And only players, importantly. It doesn't mask enemies, doesn't mask objects, doesn't mask terrain. It only reacts to the player entering. The limits don't do anything. The connector again. Only masks players. And the same we do on the scene, where we don't have a lot yet, so just this. Then on the test scene I don't really need to do anything of that. Yeah. Where did you have collision? Oh, the tile set has collision. My bad. Oh, but it saves it because they are the same tile. Clever. Or useful, I guess. Physics layer, this is terrain, and it collides with everything, or masks everything. Finally, the player. The player themselves. This is where this gets fun. The player only has player collision, but they mask pretty much everything else. Maybe not objects, but again, that depends on what objects are actually going to be in the end. So I'm going to keep it for now and decide later. Now all those raycasts need to actually interact with the collision masks. And most of these raycasts just collide with the floor, so they mask the terrain. Oh yeah, I shouldn't include the player in the mask. I mean, it doesn't matter, but... yeah, in case we have multiplayer, it might be weird though, so I get what Cylic means. I also should make the raycasts only affect the terrain and maybe, what's it called? Object, but I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Okay, now collision should be a lot more streamlined. And effectively we shouldn't notice anything of this. Because basically it still does the same thing, just more fleshed out. The only noticeable difference is that you can't collide on yourself anymore. It's a shame, I know. Also, you know this game is deterministic because both of these players behave the same. And other things, but... yeah. Pardon? Now there's a problem. Whichever player had the camera just went downhill, literally. So... this is our life. We live here now. Oh. I am confused. Oh, they're falling now. That's funny. This is very funny. They're below the stage, so they're falling. at a speed fast enough that the camera can catch up with us. I have... It seems like we're stuck here now. Okay, enough playing around. Playtime is officially over. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Possibly? I don't know. Part of the issue is that I don't know which... you know... which level spawns the player, so I don't know where the player... like, where on the level ordering thing the player should be. It's weird. It's weird. True, true. This is silly. I am enjoying this even if it isn't functioning at all. True. I mean, sometimes you can get fun ideas. Like, for example, you could do some fun stuff with the player being able to let's grab the player, but it's just not what this game is about right now. And I need to check. How do we do this? There are two issues, right? Actually, there are a lot of issues here. Okay, let's focus for a second. Actually, summarize the issues with the system. New TXT. I need a new text file. .txt. Yeah, that might actually be a fun idea. I actually should write that down. Shoot, I should write it down. That sounds like a fun idea. Yeah, for like a Portal-esque puzzle game. Yeah, just make a note here. Let me steal your clip as reference, actually. Yoink. Okay, now that I got sidetracked enough, there are a few issues with this system. First issue, level doesn't load at the right spot. Second issue, levels move more to the right when loaded next to one another. Third issue, levels are loaded only when the player reaches them. That's an issue we haven't really talked about, but that is actually an issue because that way the player would see when a level is loaded, which is not great. to be honest. What? I can count. Oh, I'm so evil. Loading zones. Actually, currently they are omnidirectional, which they should not be. Luckily, we can just steal that code. Like, that's trivial, stealing that code. Because we already have directional collision code for the camera trigger. This giant block of code. This code is literally just there to make the collision one-directional. And I know technically there's one-way collision, but I don't think one-way collision works in more than one direction. So, like, it doesn't work in adjustable directions. That's why I'm using code instead of relying on one-way collision. Because I remember it's broken. And it only works on top or bottom, so yeah. That's why I do that way. I don't know if that would be solved that way, to be honest. But it's fine either way. Making it one-directional, it doesn't really cost much anyway, so... It's just another check. So yeah, that's basically it, I think. Don't know if I want to add anything else to that. Should save. I should save my layout. I don't know why it doesn't save the layout I made here. I don't know. Sorry, I just got sidetracked by Stream Afterwards. I'm very focused today. I'm super focused today. If you haven't noticed yet. Let's try solving these one by one. So let's first make the camera trigger, not camera trigger, the connector one directional. That should be easy. Because we literally just need to steal some code. Level connector, enums, direction. Then we steal the direction export variable and Then we make this code directional. Again, relatively simple to do because I just need to steal this giant block of code. I don't even need to do most of what this code does. Like, I can straight up just remove the else statement. Because we don't need to load if the else statement is wrong. Like, if the if statement is wrong, then we don't need to do anything else. Yeah, I'm going to fix you in a sec. Don't scream at me like that, Godot. Yoinky. Yoinky. There. That's it. That's all there is to it. And then I just make that one face right, you face left, and that should already fix some of the issues. Not all of the issues, but some of the issues. Yeah. Let's see how that works out. Probably doesn't fix the issue yet, but it's fine. See, it fixed the issue that we duplicate. So it's working fine-ish. So back to the text file. Done. No longer omnidirectional. Now, a level doesn't load at the right spot. That's the next complicated part. How do we solve that? I don't know how I move the level. Can I just move a level? I mean, levels are just nodes 2D. I should be able to move them. Yeah. There's nothing stopping me from moving them. I just need to find out where I moved them. For that I need one connection point. Just one. And this is where I might change the level connector. Because that's not a connector, that's a level loading screen. Then again, I can just make the level loading the entire size of the connection. So either way it works fine. I just need to make sure they are both the same size and the same position. but that can be done. Would it be mean to say no? Go on. No, but I have never tried Valorant, but I'm still curious to hear what you have to tell. So. Yeah. As I was saying, we need to somehow figure out... Yeah, connecting the floors and the walls is one issue. The other issue is actually moving, like finding out where to actually put the level. Oh, that's cool. They sound cool. Nope. No perfect character. I might have to get into Valorant. No, but that does sound actually really cool. And I really like... I know a lot of people complain about sometimes when representation is a bit shallow or whatever, but I really like whenever, you know, representation is in, you know, any sort of media. Even if I can admit, like, a character is not interesting, or not as interesting as they could be, I still appreciate representation, even, you know, like, regardless of how well designed the representation is, as long as it's not harmful. Like, if it's... Obviously, if it's a harmful stereotype, I don't like it, but like... A lot of people complain even when side characters are just shown as, you know... Yeah, I know. I think I remember hearing about that. So yeah, that's cool. What I need to do is... How so? No, actually, I kinda get what you mean. Still looks like a cool character, though. Rain. Now you completely distracted my train of thought. Let me just check again. But I do get your point, actually. How do I best... When loading the level, which I should do in the level manager, I need to check... Yeah, I get what you mean. It's a bigger contrast. I'm wondering if I want to... Assuming we never... Okay, assuming we... Assuming we don't have to... Let me rephrase. Assuming we are always already in a part of the level, like always in a level. I think the smartest way might actually be loading the other levels around that level via the connector. So giving the connector a load level, because the one level we are starting in, we can load via the... No, I didn't tweak anything on that. I don't even know if I can tweak it, to be honest. But yeah, if I load the level via the connector, that does mean the level needs to know all of its connectors, but that shouldn't be an issue, right? Should be able to check for all of its connectors and then... Sketch time. Yeah, after the break, I'm going to make a quick sketch to explain what I'm currently thinking, right? Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay then, sketch time. Let me just ice bright, ice bright, ice bright. Yes, ice bright so big. Let me just send that in real quick. So my idea is basically, if this is the level you're starting, like the level you're starting in, then all the levels around it are already loaded, like this one, and that one. Okay, and then when you move into this level, while entering that loading zone, it then shifts that level to be in the center instead of that one, and loads all the other levels around it. However many that might be. That means, of course, the level needs to know which levels are around it. Yeah. Something like that. And at the same time, this level should be unloaded, because it isn't anymore, like, isn't part of the levels we were in before, yeah. Like, because that isn't a level anymore we can reach, it should be unloaded. Which might be fine if we just unload all levels except the one we move in and then reload all the levels. Because that would automatically also include that one. I don't actually know if I'm allowed to say that. I could probably read the contract, but I can tell you it's not allowed. Oh, I hope I can say it's not allowed. Please don't ban me, Twitch. GG's, you're getting better at the timing. But yeah, so I guess I do that in a few steps. There's the step of first loading it, and then there's the step of actually entering the level. So... yeah, first I need a list of my connectors. I should probably get that list when I get ready. And save it as a public variable. Variable... Oh, yeah, thank you. You don't need Sprite anymore. So we need a public variable in the level, which is the dictionary. So connectors. How am I supposed to call dictionaries? Just a normal. Okay. Connectors. Dictionary. Then True. Um, how do I get that list? I guess for each is for each a thing. I always forget. Just for child in get children. If child is connector, level connector. Did I make that a class? It's a level connector without, okay. Level connect. There we go. If child is level connector, connectors dot add child. What is it? Method. How do I add something to a dictionary? Okay, dictionary, so connectors. I think it should be an array. Should it be an array? I mean, there might be a reason both for. Yeah, I think it might be easier to make it an array. Yeah. This is fine. Okay. Append child. Does it work? Okay. Okay. So now we have a list of all connectors. Which is good, that means we can just, you know, search through all connectors. Now, the level manager should probably have a list of all loaded levels. That's probably a good idea. So... I should also make the level manager... How can I make the level manager like a... thing? How do I make the level manager a thing everything can access? Global. How do I make it global? Brain. Is it? Did I make it an auto load? Oh! Thanks. So everything can access the level manager. I should probably make it a class though. Makes it easier to access. Okay. Pretty sure you can just use coins or gold, one of the two. It's gold. Also, I got a new sub badge. Today, I think. But also there's an extension below the stream, like below the stream window. If you scroll down, you can see the extension for stream avatars. You can also buy stuff with your gold there. Which you can use to decorate your avatar, like Silic, for example, did. I'm a bad example because I have gear custom for me. Exclusive stuff, you know. I think so. Yeah, I can. I'm not going to, but I could. Where was I? I think I actually keep the load level in level manager. And I just call it when I load the other levels in the main level. Yeah. And I guess I don't really need to make another list for all loaded levels if I just make them children of the level manager. So instead of making them children of the tree, yeah, self.add child.call deferred level. So now every level is going to be a child of, and I'm going to test this now because it might break. Like so many things, but the Coyote time in this game is insane, by the way. I could make the jump. It's especially insane while you're sliding. Because for the entire time you're sliding, you can jump. Just a side tangent, I guess. Because I found it funny. That worked sorta, except I'm stuck in the ground. For no apparent reason. Apparent reason. Actually, I do know the apparent reason. I need to add a little bit of position to the player. Plus... I know it was something stupid. The player is how much over the I don't know anymore, because I don't. Fine, that's 0, that's 15, so I need plus 15. Plus 15, yeah. I just want to see if the... Minus 15. Because screens. What was that? So yeah, that's working now. Or still working rather. Now in the level manager, now we have a list of all levels. So... Can I need to unload all levels that aren't the level I am currently entering. In a separate step, but... Yeah, the most difficult part is knowing which level we are in. But I think we can actually do that in the connector. In the connector, we make a new method, or function, rather, called... Actually, no, we do that in the level. Func become main level. Yeah, sure. That's a name as good as any. Which is called as soon as we enter the connector. Heck yeah. Again, you can check below the stream if you want to buy something with those. And yeah. When the level becomes the main level, we want to... First we want to unload all other levels. Since the level is a child of the... and guaranteed to be a child of the level manager. What the Come on, Godot. What is it? The first scene we load, we handle differently. We're going to do that once we start the game. I feel like that's easy. I am aware that's less of an issue once we do plus we could theoretically just already make it a child of the level manager. That is actually the safer way of handling this. If get parent is null or equals null, is not level manager, fine. Probably third, just to be safe. Not as? Just not. Just exclamation mark? Not is? Oh, yeah. Sorry, my brain very... why is it suffering? What have I done wrong? If not, okay. Oh, no, I get it. Yeah. I got confused. My bad. How do I remove myself from the tree? Self dot... get tree... No, get tree... dot... Programming is so weird. IT things out of context are so weird. I still don't know how I ask my how I ask my parent to remove myself. Oh. There we go. Get parent.remove child. So now we always guarantee that the level manager is our parent. Which technically we also have other ways to handle it. Like, in practice this should never come up. Like, in practice this should never be needed, but just in case we just load the scene directly, we should be able to avoid... Oh, I forgot to... I wanted to test. I wanted to test something. Why are you sliding? Why is your first thing to do sliding? I'm going to fix that eventually, but not today. Oh, the camera isn't working anymore. That's interesting. Oh, so the level is gone. I didn't unload the level yet. And yeah, the camera is fake. I guess it just spawns with the wrong limits is all. Oh, I can explain that. It's simply to check if the state machine is working. And defaults specifically, like it just tells me what state the player is currently in and in which state they were previously, so I can check if the player entered a state in a way they shouldn't be able to, basically. And to answer what the false means, that doesn't really come up in Chapter 1, because in Chapter 1 you cannot run, you don't have the speed booster. But in a level like the test stage I have here, in which you do have the speed booster, the false tells you if you're actually running, which is mainly used for the after image effect. And while I was testing that, I had that as an indicator, and I haven't removed that indicator yet. I hope that answers the question. Yo, that McDude, how's it going? Enjoy your luck. Glad to see you around. But yeah, that's basically it. Where was I? Level. Become main level. When we do become the main level, yeah. What do we want to do when we become the main level? Main level is when we load all the levels in the connectors around us and unload all the other levels. So first we call in the level manager a method called unload all except. With parameter... I guess with us as the parameter. Not in self, but in level manager dot unload all except self. That's the first thing we do when we become the main level. We unload everything. To do that, we basically add on a function here. Bonk. Unload. All. Except. And we add this variable, level. And then for child in get children if not child equals level and importantly and child is level. So only if it's both oh nice. Glad to hear they had a nice evening. It's important that it's both a type, like it's a node of the type level, and that it's not our level. Just to make sure, I'm doing a mistake here. Just to make sure we only remove levels and nothing else. Because obviously, if it's not a how do I unload something? Child dot remove child, and then is level not a global class? Are you not a class? You are a class, why can I not pass you? I did save. The level script? I think so. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Never mind. How do I unload the child? That sounds so wrong. Why are we talking like this? Why is programming it? How do I unload the child? I can't say I need to get rid of the child. I can't say that. But yes, that's exactly what I need to do right now. Well, that sounds a lot nicer. That's not what I meant. See, I needed to free it. Free it. SMH, my SMH. No! Free it from... It's obligations, I don't know. I'm not going to answer any more questions. Oh. So now, in theory, we should unload every level. Fine. Call deferred. I'm probably going to answer more questions, and I'm going to regret it. The debugger is having some issues. Let me just see. Let me just one sec, hide the. Yeah, I know. That was literally what I was about to say. Let me. You also can't see it because you're all walking in front of that. Let me just. Out of my way. Thank you. Parent node is busy adding removing children. Remove child can't be called at this time. Consider using remove child.call deferred. Where am I removing this child? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And can't add child chapter 1 level 1 to level manager already has a parent root. Which I can't do because, yeah, I also figured that's what I couldn't do yet because it wasn't ready yet. Okay. Let's do this again, shall we? Why are you sliding? I know it's probably just an animation error on my end. I don't know how well that worked. I can probably check the scene tree. One sec, let me just show you what I'm doing. There's this thing you can do in Godot, which is called the remote scene tree, as compared to the local. Which is basically just the remote, like the entire scene tree as it's currently in the game while we are running it. So I can see everything that's currently going on. This is the new level we loaded. I'm pretty sure that's the new level we loaded. Yeah. Which has a lot less stuff than the other scene tree. No, it's perfectly fine. Why are you not unloading and why are you... Yeah, it's the second copy of the chapter 1 level 2. Why are you two not unloading? Is a question. Let me continue this really quick. Watching what happens if I hit the load trigger again. If I... It adds another node, so it doesn't unload them. Why? Why is the level manager not unloading all except the level? Maybe I should change the order. That might be a trivial problem, but... By the way, I'm not going to show you the scene while I'm testing this. Because the interesting part is over here. So... we... didn't load... Oh, I didn't switch the remote tree. We did load the next level. And again, but this time... So it isn't properly unloaded. That is weird. Why is it not unloading? Because clearly it should know... Is it not enough to free them? Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, I should probably do that. Again, I'm not even going to show you anything of the actual game, because that's not the interesting part. Switch to the remote tree, so we actually see what happens. It never calls it. Oh, because I'm never calling it. Because I'm a moron. Of course it's never calling this. I'm never calling it. I never wrote code that's calling it. I should probably make the level in question the make it a export variable. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's a good learning opportunity. And then I can instead just use level dot... What's it called? Become main level. So if you enter the scene, it becomes the main level. Yeah. Then I just need to set in the connector which level is actually the level. Which is of course the chapter, because there's no other level. But you know, gotta make sure. And let's try this again. Again, I'm not going to show you the level in question, I'm just going to show you like the gameplay. I'm just going to show you if it works or not. I have no idea if it worked. Because I didn't load it yet. How do we do that? Yeah, because I didn't expect there to be anything you need to see, but I guess I was wrong. Let me show you what happened. Yeah, oops. Yeah, because there isn't a second level. Because I never load the second level. Because it should be already loaded, in theory. But that's going to be a later problem. What we're now going to do... because I can fix that issue later, once I actually fix how we start the game. Not exactly start the game, that's not the point. What I'm actually going to fix is how we first spawn into the game. Like, into the level. Actually, I can fix it now. Never mind. I want to fix... we'll figure that out when we get to it. Actually, that's also part of the thing that I would fix with this. Instead of spawning the player as child of the level, making the player a child of the level manager. So that we can check the level manager if we already have a player and then don't spawn another player. So we always only have one player instance. Which gives us more control over when we spawn the player. Which is ultimately what the level manager scene is, I think, going to become. A scene of just stuff that shouldn't be per level, but rather handled over the entire game. Or over the entire chapter. I don't know. It doesn't really affect anything if I make it a child of the level manager. But I can make it a child of the root. I get what you mean, yeah. I can make it a child of the root. So when we spawn the player, instead of making get parent a child player, get root or get tree root add player. And then we can, in the level, add to the spawn if get tree dot root dot I forgot to add brackets here. Yeah, I can do that later. Can I just check if if players are child of... Does get child return something? I can't check if it's a child. Okay. Methods, can I find... I can! Find child. But it needs a name. Has node. That's not how that works. I mean, I could call it Torben, but I'm not going to. Has node. Find children. But that again requires me to find a name, and I would rather avoid that. Second parameter? So... if I make it... like that? Or what do I add a string, like as pattern? Anything else I should, okay. That might work. Or it's going to crash. It did neither. It didn't work, but it also didn't crash. Well, I'll figure that out after the break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Music? That was weird. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Took a bit longer. Yeah. Where were we? Yeah, realizing this code is absolutely not working. I should probably just do what Cynic told me and add it as a variable. Variable to what, actually? Actually, I just shouldn't call the code in the level. Why am I doing it here? Why am I doing it here now? There's no reason anymore to do it here. So... Public variable... Player... Now, how do I find which level I should spawn him in? I should probably have a variable for current level. Okay, yeah. Let me just rework that. Make current level self. And now we add another function called make current. That just takes a level. That first makes a variable called current level of type level. Not why, and then unload yeah, like that. So now we know which is the current level. We don't know which is the current level we start in, but we can figure that out as we go. Actually, we can figure it out now. In level, if once we make the level the if level manager dot current child current level null. If there is no current level, then we make this the current level. La la la. Yeah. So now we always have at least one current level. Actually, I should probably just call become main level on myself. Why not? The main level is going to load the adjacent levels anyways. I just haven't written that part of the code yet. Actually, let me just add to do load adjacent levels. But they don't call this then, because they wouldn't. I know, that's why I'm writing it this way. Where was I? Spawn player. If dot current spawn point dot spawn player. That should be fine. Spawn player should return the player, so I can use that player then to set the player of the. That's one way of doing it. Not the most elegant solution maybe, but it works. So return player. Just need to change the return type because it's currently a void function. And void function don't have return values, that's the point of void. Yeah, as Godot says, a void function cannot return a value. Okay, then in the level manager, we just set player equals current level dot spawn point spawn player, because spawn player returns a player, so we have a player then. I think that's it. I know you cannot see. One sec. So the player doesn't have a player camera yet? What, or what doesn't have a limit node? You have a limit node. You should have a limit node. Maybe I should wait until back to spawn player, yeah. So limit top cannot be set. Why not? Fixing the character? Fetching? Fixing. So I do that how? Move that all into a function and Can I copy that into a function? Probably not. I can, but I can't have Godot do it for me. Func set player values. And then call that deferred. Okay, I need to add a player. Fine. Not func. Set player values, player dot call defer. Like that? Would that do it? Well then, let's see if that actually worked. If that actually fixed something. I do have to say, I'm happy that I got the whole process now somewhat figured out. Last stream I was very unsure how I would do the loading correctly, but I feel like we have figured out now how to do that. So yeah, let's see if it works. Nope, it doesn't. Same issue, just different location. Spawn player parent node is busy setting up. Oh, I'm adding a child. That should be called deferred as well. I'm adding a child while the scene is busy, so obviously there isn't a player set up yet correctly. I think that's the issue. I hope that's the issue. I'm still going to call that deferred just to be safe. I started the wrong scene, but that worked. We are sliding on the ground. That's just how things are. And we're still not loading a level, but that's fine. That's just me not doing it in become main level. I mean, it's a pun based on wait. You have good features are those features that you're willing to wait for, I guess. So you're always willing to wait for Godot to get new features. So I think that's the idea behind why it's called that. So yeah, yes, it's very much a reference to Godot. And it spawned numerous puns about waiting for Godot. So yeah. Seems like this is working so far. Now in become main level we need to load the next levels. How much time do we have? Or how late is it rather? We have been doing this for 2.5 hours roughly. The thing is, this is the part where it gets complicated again, because this is the part where we actually have to load the levels. Duh. For now, it's fine if the levels don't connect. We can don't physically connect in terms of sprite whatsoever. We can fix that later. Worst case, I just don't I end the levels on not having. Yeah, fix our plan around it. that's something we can work with. Let's say it this way. For now, we need to find out how do we properly position the level so that both levels connect correctly. And in theory, that should work perfectly fine if the collision shape is adjusted correctly, which is a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Something I need to take care of every time I make a level, but that's something you can plan around. Yeah, first we need to puzzle together which connectors belong together. How do we do that? First we load the level. I think that's... We go through the list of connectors and then load each level. I think I'm going to move that into its own function though. I think that's fair. So in load adjacent levels we then for connector in connectors. Connector dot actually level manager dot load level connector dot path level path. We sadly have to rely on that being correct because we can't really check what type of array it is, I think. Like what the elements in the array are. Or force elements to be a certain way without doing it ourselves. So that should, in theory, load level. And that's all there is to it. And yes, that does mean that this level is loaded immediately when we get into this, because we want to always have one level after the one we are going to already loaded. So we don't need to hide that we are loading it, because we are always going to be far enough away that we don't need to hide it. Sec. Okay, sorry. Just needed to check something on my phone. Alrighty. Now that we loaded the level, we need to Does this level know its own path? I mean, it should. I can store that, yes. Which is going to be awkward, storing your own path, but I'm not above. I'm not... Is it not? It's not weird? Okay, then it's not weird. You want the level manager? Why should the level manager store it? How would it find... Oh, it does already. Yeah, yeah. I suppose that makes sense, yeah. So, when it loads a level... How do I get it to... I guess I can include it in the parameters. That's probably the easiest way. But that is also called in the connector, which also has the path. So... path... string... current path equals... And then I just include the string in the level connector. It feels kinda inefficient to pass that path around every time I'm calling this, but... how do I get the path, though, if... I feel like it's easier to just keep the, like, add the path as a variable to the level. I think that's way easier. Yo, cat, how's it going? Um... Uh... Neither do I. So... Why exactly? So, like... we're currently trying to load a level once we enter such a load zone so that the level is connected next to it. Dang. Hope you're feeling better soon. I'm doing alright. I'm a bit tired, but nothing too bad. And this is a pain to implement, but you know. I suppose, but I don't think I'm going to move the pass anymore. Yeah, it's... I always enjoy having people around, even if it's just to watch me lose my mind while Cyric is also losing his mind. But yeah, I'm by no stretch an expert. I'm just trying to, you know, figure stuff out as we go. And yeah, basically the idea is we don't want to load the level once we enter it, but when we enter a level adjacent to it, we already want to have all levels around it loaded, so we don't have a loading screen or anything to, but instead just hide the loading by having the level be far away. So we're doing a bunch of silly shenanigans right now. Yeah, agreed. I suppose. I mean, we can do it if the level manager doesn't have a current level, because that's basically already a guarantee. Yeah, we had some fun with the level loading, which means it didn't work at all, but it had hilarious results. I might have cloned... 3 dots. Is that a string? It's currently in the string, but I can get it. Yeah, we kinda duplicated the player a lot. So how do I get the string then? Like the path? Shenanigans happen when you have no idea what you're doing, to be honest. How do I get the path? Yeah. We're currently trying to find the path of the scene we're in, so we can then use that as reference, because we need that path later to find which... yeah. It sounds exactly as stupid as it... well... is. We're trying to find the path we are at, so we can later ask the connectors for all the other levels, for all their connectors that have our path, because that's the connectors that are connected to us. Have I lost you already? I have lost myself already. How do we find the path of a node? current scene. Node. How do I find the path of a node? Scene file path? Is that scene file path? Sounds like scene file. Yeah, I also checked the documentation. We should still not do that too often. I still think how we normally handle it is better. Now, and become main level, we call current level, make current level, uses the path to make current path, and now when we... Why are we saving the path here? Just out of curiosity, do we even need it here? I don't think we need it here. Which sprite exactly? My avatar? I'm facing forward. I don't know why I designed this avatar with one eye, but he only has one eye. So like, this is basically just my upper body, like, not even the entire torso. I didn't bother making more than, like, I don't know. Or what confuses you, I don't know. Again, I don't know if we need it here, to be honest. I know, so we can check the adjacent scenes connectors, but I don't... The problem is we are loading them... I get what you mean, but no. I'm just kinda split right in the middle, purple and violet. But I do get the confusion. Like, I see what you mean. Since I'm loading the levels here, I'm thinking if I... Yo, Grimmy, how's it going? Also, welcome in. I think that's your first time here, right? Yeah, it's a bit easier to see on the small avatar down there. On that one. When you compare it to the face of the other avatars. Where was I? Brain. What I'm thinking is, since I Oh, nice. Yeah, no worries about lurking. I always appreciate people just lurking. But it's nice to see people in chat as well. Um, what I'm thinking is if I don't want to get the loaded level returned through the load level, and then you check in this function, since I anyway do most of the things I want to do in that function. Yeah. I just think it's stuff the main, like the manager doesn't necessarily need to all organize if the level can do it itself. Yeah, making games is cool. It's a lot of work, obviously. Like, you need to learn a lot, but you can also, you know, I'm learning a lot here. Like, Silic is helping me, basically carrying me through the programming part. Which link? What link? Oh, that link, yeah. Yeah, get that link. But yeah, it's in general, it's interesting to learn how much you can do just by, you know, how much you can learn just by doing it, like taking the time and just trying stuff. Like Godot is especially very approachable and open source as well, so you can just use it. And finding that, and that's basically the thing, finding the right tools, finding tools that work for you is just as important. Exactly. Learning by doing it is a lot. Like, I'm learning a lot more just by doing this than just learning it. Like, a lot of the concepts I'm using here I wouldn't really understand. I want you to return a level. Specifically, return level. Yeah, yeah, that page is really good. That's like posted in chat. No, I agree with you. Hyperfocus can be annoying when you, you know, forget stuff like eating or sleeping. But it is really good at, you know, getting into that feeling of making, you know, getting into that mindset of just focusing on a task, but really getting it done and really learning stuff while doing it. Because I'm going to pin it. Never mind, I'm not going to pin it. Screw you, Twitch. Thanks, Silic. Yeah. Now I return the level. With the level I returned, I can then save that level as... I don't need the path here anymore. I add path here. Path string. Then I'm going to save the level I get from this function as a level. Then I call level. Find connector. Then I make a new function here that finds the connector. find connector. With the path string. I'm just handing out the path to everyone who asks. It's glorious how the path just goes around and around and around. So for connector in connector, if connector dot level path equals path break, not break first. Should I return the connector? Everyone gets a path. Should I return the connector? Yeah, let's return it. Level connector, yeah. I get it. What do I do if I don't find it? Then, I mean, if we, okay. I know I don't actually have to push. I know I don't need to actually push panic, but I'm going to push panic anyway. I know. I do understand what push arrow does. It's very descriptive in that way. Okay, if we find a connector, what variable target is called? The target is going to be the connector we find, because that's the target position we want. In theory, kind of, not actually, but it's the target we need to find. Close enough. If target isn't null, which target should never be null. Just to be clear, target should never be null, because if it's null, I made a mistake in designing the levels. I messed up if that happens. So, if the target is null, whatever, as expected, then we find the distance between okay, can do. I might make that later more verbose. If the target is not null, we now have target connector and the connector we connect from. Now we need to find out how big the distance between them is, and then move the everything move the entire level we loaded to be yeah. Move level dot transform dot x equals connector dot transform. It's position, it's not transform. Unity ruined me. Wait. Pardon? What did I do? I'm just going to save this and... Okay. What the heck? Godot is weird. Oh. I see. Anyway, as I was saying, we make the position of the level the connector's position minus the target's position. Or the other way around? Does it matter? I think it should be target minus connector, but... And then negative that, because we want to move in the other direction. And then we do the same for y. And now, in theory, this should work. This should just work. It did not work. Ah, shoot, it did not work. Oh, heck, did it not work. Alrighty. Can invalid get index free? Why can I not free the child? Why can you not be freed? Can I not call that deferred? But I have to. So... Didn't that work earlier? What happened? Why can you not get... If there wasn't a child, it would say couldn't call it on nil. So, that's not the issue. Huh. So, I can't free you, because you are no to D. Why can I not free a no to D? I'm unsure what is happening here. That's weird. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. I don't know what my voice just did there, but okay. I'll be right back.
Finally, we can relate. Our side by side is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.
Well then, time to figure out what's going horribly wrong here. Load adjacent. So we panic. Why are we panicking? That means we didn't find a connector with the level path. Do we have the correct path then? I should print the path. Let me just add that in the error message. Because if it can be found, we don't need a path. And I guess I can remove the to-do. Let's try this again. And this time we can at least see why it crashed. That's bad. It has nothing to do with it not being able to find the path. Because this is a path that it clearly has to have found. So I guess that only happens on load. I can do that. I can, first of all, in the stack trace, we have those two. Which in theory, would mean this is the current level. So I'm going to print both. Yeah, that makes sense. Child is currently... Huh, why are you trying to free level 2? You should not... Let me try. Yeah... Potentially. So let's try this again. I'm not even going to show you the game because that's not a relevant part. We are going to walk out of this level and then it never called make current level. Or it would have break there. Ah, come on! Why are breakpoints so broken? This is the first time we load a level. This is fine. I'm stepping into that just to see. Nothing happens because there's no child that fulfills criteria. We spawn the player and we move on. We walk out of bounds, breakpoint. We step into, unload all. I select level 2 in the tree. Okay. Yeah. Do I just move on? Yeah. Why are we deleting everything except level 1? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see about that. It should send the level path it's connected to. Which would be the level that comes to main level. Come main level. I'm making the wrong level itself. Like the... Yeah, that makes sense. So... Well, it would normally be already loaded. Well, it is in fact already loaded. We just need to tell the connector somehow that it knows it's And in fact, it has a level variable. Which means the level variable is just not set correctly. When is it set? It's an export variable, I'm setting it wrong. Of course I'm setting it wrong. Yeah. 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 Instead we set level to once we load all levels. I probably do. I don't actually know. I'm loading the adjacent levels here. And it worked the first time, so it doesn't really matter if it works the first time or not. I don't think that matters, because it only really matters on the first time we... And the first time we load stuff is anyway completely broken. So... connector dot level. Yeah. And now it would work, I think, maybe. Let's see. Well, now it doesn't work when we... No, I just have the breakpoint, never mind. Yeah, it's super dramatic music for this. Okay, it started. It loaded correctly. That's good. Now, let's see if this absolutely breaks or not. It still breaks! But it's now loading the correct level. Now it's struggling if we are freeing the wrong level. So the issue is just that it suffers that... We fixed another issue. We didn't fix the issue we wanted to fix. One sec, I can show you. Still can't free the level. It is freeing the correct level now, it just still can't free it. Why can you not free it? What is going wrong? One sec. Okay, one sec. I need to take care of this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, this might take a bit longer. It's fine. It's nothing too serious. I need to take care of something. Oh heck. Wait, actually? Or I'm never sure if that's the setup for. All right. Yeah, it's fine on my end. It's nothing. I'm fine. I just need to help a friend. Plus, I'm getting slowly hungry, and the issue I have is a bit more complex anyway, like the code issue. So I'm probably going to fix that off stream, and then hopefully have the loading done by next time. And yeah, I'll see you all around. I'm going to find someone to raid real quick. One sec. So, raid? Yeah, let's raid. It is Argig's birthday today. Argig is a Sonic speedrunner, and he's doing crowd control for his birthday. And that sounds like absolute chaos, so I think you are going to enjoy that. If I can raid Argig. Can I raid Argig? OBS has a weird issue where I can't raid via the OBS chat. Alright. Yeah, thank you all for coming to stream. It's been fun. We've made some good progress. I didn't expect we would get this done today, and we are basically done. I just need to find out what this issue is causing. Like, what is causing that issue. Next Friday I might still stream. I'm probably not going to stream Wednesday, because next week and the week after are my exams. So I might stream... I might finish Doom on Friday. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think we're close to the end, so... And yeah, that's a good raid message. Use whatever emotes you like, really. Just wish Argy a happy birthday. And yeah, see you all around. Take care. Bye.